All right, court is calling. All right, everyone, don't whisper behind the court reporter. Court is calling 2024 CR 3037 and 2024 CR 3038. State of Texas versus Jose Amador. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Orlando Costa, known for defense.
And are you Jose Amador?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're here for sentencing. And 2024 CR 3037, you entered a plea of no contest to count 1 and count 2. The court found there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court deferred finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. According to the plea bargaining agreement, the punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 4 years in the prison. The state is silent on your application for, and that case is an evading. The other case is an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And in the evading case, your plea bargain agreement was for a cap of 4 years. There's a $2,000 fine, no application for community supervision. The state is silent on your application for deferred adjudication. This case is running concurrent with your other case. All right. And the court requested that there be a criminal history provided for the court. If there is a criminal history.
Judge, this is, he does not.
All right. He has no criminal history, Judge.
All right. So state is silent. Defense, is there anything you wish to say? And of course, the most concerning thing is the aggravated assault with the
Yes, Judge. So in this
just 1 second. Excuse me. Can't talk behind the court reporter. We're on the record. If y'all wish to communicate, ask the deputy, and the deputy will move you when they have room. All right, defense.
The judge, at the time, my client was 17 when he was arrested. This is a situation where he was with his mother. A vehicle was brought to his home. They were on the way to go get some parts. In the process of driving, police were attempting to pull the vehicle over because they believed it was a stolen vehicle. He was not aware of that. There was 2 other individuals in that car with him. My client attempted to pull over. In the process of doing that, one of the passengers pulled out a gun and he freaked out. And so he then continued to travel on the highway, pulled up into a green belt. He was not driving at a very fast rate of speed. He went through a parking lot. He went through then a intersection very slowly, about 10 miles an hour. And as he did that, he clipped one vehicle with some civilians, and there was a unmarked police officer vehicle that hit him from the front to stop the vehicle. And so in that moment, he freaked out. He's very young. He's 17 years old, and he really didn't know what to do. He was kind of scared that something was going to happen, either that the police were going to shoot at them, or that this individual who he's not related to and was briefly acquainted with was in the vehicle with a gun and may do something. And so he panicked, and he at that moment left and had continued driving. And so, because of his lack of criminal history, his age, that he should be given a chance to receive deferred adjudication and show the court that he's able to comply with those conditions and really to try and keep his record from having any felony conviction.
Hold on a second. 4 years in prison might not seem like much, but remember, this is for evading arrest combined with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That's already a heavy set of charges.
I'm silent, but I had reserved the right to speak to any inconsistencies in the past if I need. Just briefly, counsel had stated that, wasn't a long encounter and that he was driving slowly. And the evidence that was stipulated to the officer alleges that he was driving up to 100 miles per hour at one point. And it was a long process, like miles, that was going on. And so I just wanted to clarify that for the record.
All right. So in the stipulations on page 7, it's of 7, Mr. Amador, it says, Jose Amador was traveling at speeds in excess of 100 miles per hour, weaving in and out of traffic, using the stolen Hyundai as a deadly weapon, crashing into a vehicle and 2 police vehicles. Jose Amador had a 12-year-old juvenile in the rear of the stolen vehicle, endangering her. And they said you used the stolen vehicle as a deadly weapon, trying to flee from the police, endangering you know, the people who were in the vehicle with you, and then that you did hit another vehicle and a patrol vehicle. So I don't understand. Why are you doing this? Do you wish to explain yourself?
Yes,
You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Salvador.
All right, so we're going to take this one step at a time because that's better for me so I can understand what's going on. So, first thing, they're saying that the vehicle was stolen. Were you aware of that?
No, ma'am.
All right, so I'm going to take, let's say you're not aware the vehicle is stolen. It appears that the police had their sirens on. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so they get behind you, they have their sirens on. Did you think they were trying to pull you over?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so they're trying to pull you over. Why didn't you pull over?
The defense frames him as a frightened 17-year-old who simply panicked. But the prosecution is ready with receipts, proof he was pushing speeds past 100 miles per hour. Clearly,
Because when I was trying to pull over, the passenger, which is my friend, I thought that was my friend, had threatened me with a gun, so that afraid of me, my life, and to like me being afraid.
Oh, so you're saying you were under duress. I think that's a defense if you're under duress. Am I wrong?
That's why we pled also no, understand that there's the risk that the jury may not buy into that defense.
Okay. So here's my other question then. Let's go back early in the day. You're in the vehicle. It's stolen. Did you pay for that vehicle?
No.
Did your mom pay for that vehicle?
No, ma'am.
So nobody paid for that vehicle. Did that vehicle belong to any of the passengers?
No, ma'am.
All right. So, yes.
I think an important question would be to ask him how that vehicle came to.
Oh, I mean, you can ask that question, counsel.
So, Mr. Amador.
Well, just one second. Let me finish and then you can. So you never paid for that vehicle. And how old were you when this happened?
17.
All right. So you're 17. You're in the vehicle with a 12-year-old juvenile in the back seat. What day of the week was this? Was it a Monday, a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
For sure.
All right. Any objection to the court Googling what date this was?
No, Judge.
All right. So it was a Friday, according to Google. All right. And according to Google, that's that date. The only holiday that date was the Feast of the Immaculate Conception and the National Chocolate Brownie Day and National Christmas Tree Day and National Lard Day. So I'm assuming that those are not holidays that are recognized federally or locally where the school is closed. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So then why were you with a 12-year-old who wasn't in school?
I'm not too sure, but she's told me that she didn't have nothing to do with school.
A 12-year-old has nothing to do. Isn't that sixth
I
grade?
guess she dropped out. Not too sure.
All right.
But
So
she was
why
going to school though?
well, why are you hanging out with a 12-year-old and you were 17 at this time?
Um,
And I'm just saying, usually 17-year-olds don't want to hang out with 12-year-olds. And then the other people were in the car. They say that they were juveniles also. How old were they?
and here's the kicker. The judge reads directly from the stipulations. This wasn't just reckless driving. He weaved through traffic, crashed into civilians, and even put a 12-year-old passenger in danger. So,
I believe the juveniles were in the civilian vehicle that had been clipped.
That was it? Okay.
Yes, Judge. There were other people in the vehicle other than the 12-year-old were, in my understanding, adults.
Well, who else was in the car with you? So you have the 12-year-old who's the backseat passenger. Who else was in the vehicle with you? And I don't need the names, just,
12-year-old and my friend.
okay, the 12-year-old was in the car with you, your mom was in the car with you, and your friend. And where was your mom sitting?
Back.
All right. And how old is your mom approximately during that time?
35, 36.
And just for my interest, Is the 12-year-old any way related to you, your mom, or anyone else in that vehicle?
No, ma'am.
So your mom has a 12-year-old who should be in school and she's out joyriding with 12-year-old. All right, so while you are traveling 100 miles per hour and the police are behind you, what is your mom saying? And counsel, I know it's hearsay. I'm just trying to figure out what was going on in the car, if there was some kind of chaos.
She was telling me also to pull over.
Okay.
And I was trying to, but the girl had it.
Oh, well, did you tell your mom, I can't pull over? The front seat passenger has a gun pulled on me.
She was afraid too. My mom, she couldn't do nothing.
No. You said your mom told you to pull over. So did you tell your mom the front seat passenger has a gun? I can't pull over?
No.
Okay. All right. So you're driving 100 miles per hour. You're not pulling over. So when did this end? What caused this all to end? Was it the crash?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the crash happens. And what happens to the 12-year-old in the back seat and your mom?
They get arrested.
All right. And what happens to the front passenger?
She gets arrested too.
Okay. All right. You have clarifications?
Yes. So did you know the person was 12 years old?
When I first met her, no.
Okay. And how did you end up driving that vehicle? Who brought that vehicle to you?
The 12-year-old.
Okay. And you thought the 12-year-old car belonged to her?
Yeah, it belonged to her parents.
And were y'all joyriding that day, or what was the purpose of driving?
I had to go get parts to fix my car.
Okay. And where were you going to get those parts?
To a junkyard.
There's some clarification in regards to how that.
Oh, I have more clarification. So you're telling me a 12-year-old comes to you driving a vehicle and you have no questions about that as a 17-year-old?
Yes, I mean,
And your mom had no questions. So how do you end up driving the vehicle? Did the 12-year-old just throw you the keys?